you bring in more peace of mind, it really helps calm your nervous system. So, how prepared are you for the unexpected? Do you have all your ducks in a row? Have you taught your kids to have their ducks in a row?
Hi, I'm Darlene Turner with Victim to Victory, and this is Miss Chrissy D with PNK Files, and together we're the perspective.
And we've been sharing with you the importance of a calm nervous system. And last week we gave you 4 new tips.
And they are, just a quick review, it's are you an empath? So what does it mean to be an empath? Do you have take on other people's emotions or feelings when you're with other people? The tip 2 was how do you limit chaos and drama in your life? And then there was shower and have a bath to cleanse your physical, mental, and emotional body. And the 4th tip was to create a sacred space in your house where you can go to have some peace of mind there. So what does it mean to have peace of mind? Well, peace of mind, when we can create some structure to our life, we can relieve a little bit of worry or the unexpected, as Chrissy was talking about. Mrs. Chrissy D is going to share a little bit of her story and her experience and why she created the PNK files.
Yeah, so, I'm going along my married life. And like most people, we have our ups and our downs, but we love each other through everything. And I think I've got everything organized and handled. It's 2 days before Christmas, my favorite time of year. I've set the table for dinner. I take my son to basketball and go do last minute shopping. And I come home and the truck is running, facing the street with the door open, which was odd. And my husband said to my son, hop in. And they took off. And I went in the house. And I felt like I'd been kicked in the stomach. I couldn't breathe. I looked around. The desk in my office was gone. Paperwork was everywhere and a mess. The table I had set for Christmas dinner was gone, and all my dishes all over the floor. I ran upstairs. All our money was gone. My son's passport was gone. Some of his clothes. The neighbors came over and said movers and locksmith had been there most of the day. It was an absolute shock. 1 year later, I had lost everything I had ever worked for my whole life, including my kids. You think things can't happen? They can. If you think the law is there to protect you, it did not protect me, and it might not protect you. So we can't control what other people do to us, but what we can do is control how prepared we are to take care of ourselves when things happen, which is why I've created the PNK files. So this is a system that you put together so that when something happens and we're in so much trauma, and now we still have to deal with our kids. We still have to deal with business and customers in our house and bills and everything else. And now you have to figure all of this out. It's absolutely impossible. So the PNK files are a system that everything you need will be right there in one easy place, no matter what happens. So, like for instance, how was your marriage? Who looked after the finances? What did you do back then?
Well, for me, it was my husband on both marriages. It was a way to control me and keep me suppressed and keep me stuck. If I was to leave, how do I go? Where do I have the money? And so that really kept me stuck. And then if I think about my parents, my dad did all the bills, the shopping, everything. So when he passed, mom knew nothing. She didn't even know where to pay bills. She had never grocery shopped hardly at all. So you're absolutely right. This is huge in people's lives that we're not even aware of.
I'm still surprised actually these days when I talk to women. I can't believe how often I still hear, oh, my husband looks after that. I don't know about that, but everything's fine. Or another thing I hear a lot is, well, I asked my husband for that and he said, well, don't you trust me? So I was very involved and I thought I was organized and I wasn't. And I really want to say to women, you don't have to feel guilty. This isn't about whether you trust your partner or not. This is about, this is your stuff. You are allowed to know what you have and where it is, and you're allowed to have access to it. That's really important for women to know. It's okay. So go to misschrissyd.com, order your PNK files, and start putting them together because you never know when they're really, really going to come in handy. What are a couple of other tips that we have?
Well, I know in my life, I consolidated my debt, and that really took pressure off. I had credit cards, I had a credit line, I had everything kind of car loan all over the place. So I had payments happening all different times of the month. So once they put it all together, it was such a relief, and it actually lowered my monthly payments. Another thing is Four Pillars, as an example. They take the big loans and actually take the bank to court for you and get a settlement and a lower payments as well. So those are a couple options in that. And my third tip is being open to seeing possibilities or solutions. Sometimes when we're stuck in it, it's just like, I can't, there's nothing I could do. It's just the way it is. And that shuts the door to seeing anything. So when we can change that mindset to thinking, I can look for solutions. There are some answers out there. Whether that's even just calling your credit line and saying, can I have my interest rate lowered? Because they don't just give you that. You have to ask. So those are some really important steps to do. So we're going to just do a quick review because these are our 3 tips. And Chrissy, you share your PNK files. And
Yes. Again, come to misschrissyd.com and get your pink on. You know what? This is very affordable. Everybody can afford this. Download the video, learn how to put your files together, learn how to protect yourself, teach your kids how to protect themselves, get them in the habit of getting everything organized now so that when they move out and they get into relationship, they've already got that foundation. They know what's theirs, they know what to value, they know how to protect it. And after you watch this, like it, share the video, and say done. And I will put your name in for a free draw to win your own PNK files that you can share with yourself and your children.
that sounds awesome. And remember to be open to solutions, look for them, and take those steps that are needed to create that change in your life. So we promise to keep this short and sweet because we value your time. So this is the perspective, a new perspective on trauma, abuse, and chronic pain, and how to create a healthy, vibrant life. Thanks, everyone. See you next Sunday at 10 o'clock.